Hello, beautiful people. Beautiful people. Happy Sunday to you. Okay, yeah. Okay. Happy Sunday, beautiful people. Happy Sunday, beautiful people. Happy Sunday, beautiful people. Happy Sunday, beautiful people. When you come in, you just drop a comment so we can give you a special shout out. Happy Sunday to you and hope you're doing okay. You know, it's your favorite Jangi, your favorite Sunday Jangi, where we come together to have a beautiful conversation on given topics. Like you know, my name is Wicom, and I'm always here with you and our beautiful panelists to grace the evening with this wonderful conversation targeting strategic topics. Today, Ongo Hoda, please, when you come in, you just drop a comment so we can give you a Sunday shout out, and you let us know where you're watching us from as well. So we can give you. I see some of you connecting. Please connect, share. When you connect, you share. You connect, you share. You connect, you share. You connect, you share. So we have this conversation. It's really gonna be a very hot one. A very hot one. Happy Sunday, Akum Angel. I see you. Yeah, and Jangi officially open. We are back to have wonderful conversations like what we're about to have today. Happy Sunday, Nisi Chamokong. Hope you're doing okay. The last time you were watching from England, are you back to Africa? Please, as you come in, you share. 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 Share to as many people as possible. So we have this wonderful conversation. Come in and share. Come in and share. Come in and share. So we have this wonderful conversation. Share to as many people as possible. So we have this wonderful conversation and we vibe together. Oh, Adele Bright, happy Sunday to you and hope you're doing okay. Let us know where you're watching from so we can greet the people in your area as well. I remember one song. I have a mind on you, bet your mind on the money. I'm not a singer though. Please let us know where you're watching from as you connect, you share to as many people as possible. So we have a good number of you watching. Today is gonna be hot. We have interesting guests that are gonna be on the panel today, and it's really gonna be hot. Please share. As you connect, you share. Oh, wife numero uno. Happy Sunday to you, Ngong Chantal, a very industrious lady into designing and graphic works. She does a whole lot. She says, going to tell she's watching from Douala. Hope Douala is okay, and hope you all watching from Douala are okay as well. How was your day? How was the weekend? How was your week? And for me, I had a very busy week. and it was busy and quite interesting. Like, we're celebrating 10K followers already. It's already 10 point, almost 10.2 now. I like the way the family they grow. They say family now one. I like the way it's growing. Thank you so much, Akumenje. Okay, the contribution I think I thought you were talking about the followers. Yeah. Blush, mommy, you're doing well. Oh, Nisi says he's back. I hope the UK was great. Hope the cold no fry ahead finish. Because now it shows in a winter. Yeah. And hope you all are doing. Please, when you come in, you share. You come in, you share. Today we are going to have a very wonderful conversation, and we need as many of you as possible to connect. So we have this conversation. It's going to be a very smooth, free, and fair one. So it's really going to be dope. ah, she says she's blushing. Oh, you're okay. Glad to know you're okay. Glad to know you're doing great. You know, just being alive is actually something to be grateful for. So glad to know you're doing good. He says here we were very busy. Oh, I can imagine. Yeah, family na one, family na one. Keep sharing, keep sharing, keep sharing. We're about to hit hard on the topic of today. We're about to hit hard. Keep sharing, keep sharing, keep sharing, keep sharing, keep sharing to as many people as possible so we have this conversation. Share on WhatsApp, share on Facebook, share on Instagram. We are streaming on YouTube as well. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. So share everywhere you are. Share, 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 share. So we have a good number of you watching. Today is very strategic. We're talking about something. This particular topic, this as a technical topic. And I know a whole lot of people have been waiting for this day. Keep sharing, keep sharing, keep sharing so we can dive deep into the topic and have this beautiful conversation. Keep sharing, keep sharing, keep sharing so we can dive deep into this. Share, 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 share. As you come in, you let us know where you're watching us from so we could actually give you a special shout out. Share, 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 share on Facebook, share on WhatsApp, share everywhere. So we have a good number of you watching. Keep sharing, keep sharing, keep sharing, keep sharing, keep sharing, keep sharing, keep sharing. Share to as many people as possible, as many people as possible. And when you come in, please let us know where you're connecting from so we can greet you in a special manner. Just let us know you're connected and let us know where you're connecting from, and we're going to give you a special warm Sunday greetings. It's our tradition, and that's how we roll here. Keep sharing, 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 sharing. Share to as many people as possible. Keep sharing, keep sharing, keep sharing, keep sharing. There are some of our wonderful people that they have been missing. Where are my natural women? Natural women, when I hit them for yeah. Natural women. Mm? Where are you people? All of you keep sharing, keep sharing, keep sharing. Keep sharing, keep sharing, keep sharing. Keep sharing, keep sharing, keep sharing. A lot of you were waiting for this topic, and today we are finally here. Today we're finally here. Keep sharing, keep sharing, keep sharing. When you come in, you let us know where you're watching from so we can greet you in a special way. And those of you who have something to say about this particular topic, you can indicate and we're going to add you to the panel. Keep sharing, keep sharing, keep sharing. Once we hit a reasonable number, we're going to jump into the topic. Keep sharing, keep sharing, keep sharing. Let's have a number of you watching so we can have this conversation. Keep sharing, keep sharing, keep sharing. Keep sharing, keep sharing, keep sharing. Oh, Hamajoda, aka Paulinus. Hamajoda, how you doing? We just finished the laughter Gaza night. It's been an amazing season, meeting wonderful talents and connecting with creatives. And I mean, we're still about the vibe. No, we're ever tired. Keep sharing as you come. You share Hamajoda. Let us know where you're watching us from, so we can give you a special shout out. Keep sharing, 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 keep sharing. So we have this conversation. We have this conversation. So we have this conversation. Today go hot, eh? Today go loud. Keep sharing. When you come in, you let us know where you're watching us from, and so we can give you a special shout out. Keep sharing, keep sharing, keep sharing, keep sharing, 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 sharing. Okay. When I put share me the thing, the go up, this is going down. Keep sharing, guys. Keep sharing. Let's have this conversation. Hmm? Me will langua di topo. Me will langua di topo. You are your own kind of thing, and as well every day watching from space. Welcome, madam. Keep sharing, guys. Keep sharing, guys. Keep sharing, keep sharing, keep sharing, keep sharing, keep sharing, keep sharing, keep sharing. Happy Sunday, Brianna Adele. Hope you're doing okay and hope you all are doing great. Those of you watching, let us know where you're watching us from so we can give you a special shout out. So we can give you a special shout out. So we can give you a special shout out. It's it's a wonderful topic, and I know people have been anticipating this particular topic. This particular topic. And I think it's about that time where we dive deep into the topic. Just keep sharing while the conversation unfolds. And those of you who want to be part of this conversation on the panel, yes, I was just about asking about Pinky Pretty. Pinky Pretty, how you doing? It's been a while. Hope you're doing okay and hope Bamenda is okay. Pinky Pretty, good evening to you. Are you still in Bamenda or you changed location? I hope you're doing okay. Keep sharing, keep sharing, keep sharing, keep sharing, keep sharing, keep sharing, guys. Wow, when I see you all in the comment section, I mean, it's so cool to connect with you people again. One Felicitas, good evening to you. Good evening, Guy Claudette Shalina. Hope you're doing okay. Our very own natural queen. Hope you're doing okay, Shalina. Keep sharing, keep sharing, keep sharing, keep sharing. Oh, Felicitas is watching from Bamenda. Hope BDA is doing okay. BDA, Bamenda. Hope you all are doing great. And hey, hope it's safe right over there right now. Hope it's actually safe. Happy Sunday to you, one Felicitas. Please, those of you connecting, let us know where you're watching us from so we can give you a special shout out. Meanwhile, you can keep sharing, keep sharing, keep sharing. So we have as many people as possible on this broadcast. Keep sharing, keep sharing, keep sharing, keep sharing, keep sharing, keep sharing. Okay. Oh, Sharina says she's watching from Tico. Hope Tico is okay. Now, we are going to be having a conversation, and we are going to be doing this. Those of you who have something to add up to the conversation, you could actually drop your comment or indicate in the comment section if you want to join. We are not using neither Facebook, YouTube, nor any of those platforms to broadcast this live. We are actually using a different platform, and if you want to connect live, you should gladly indicate in the comment section or via WhatsApp. The WhatsApp number is on your screen. You can see the WhatsApp number there. And we're going to send you the link where we are going to connect and we could add you backstage. In the course of the week, I don't know when that was exactly, news broke out that our beautiful, on our hands of our beautiful column, one of our influencers, Dokas, was involved in a knacking activity with a 17-year-old kid. And with the unfolding of things, it went just silent and it seemed so normal to many people. But I was surprised, you see, because this similar thing happened some months back when Bayon was allegedly, let me say, was accused of frying the beans of Sonita. mm, and everybody was like, hey, the minor, hey, you need to go to court, hey, you need to do the one. Everybody became a lawyer and a judge. Mm? But now we are talking about a similar case that has to do with somebody of public status as well. Yet it is we are just so very silent. Eh? We are just so very silent, and it seems to be something very normal. That is what is very intriguing. Because when it was a case of Jato, Sonita, and Bayon, people were speaking and speaking without any control. Please, as you come in, you share, because I'll be adding our guests in a bit. We have some very insightful guests that will be dishing out some truth. You see, we have some very loaded guests that will be dishing out some bitter truth. People where they talk as a day. When you come in, you share. Mm? When you go to the stage, when you go to the turn of the one that was frying the anus of his minor, nobody said, like, the way they just talk the news, and it was just like a normal thing. Why the silence in the media space? Why the silence? Why are we not saying anything about it? Are we gradually beginning to fall for the scheme of normalizing agege? Agege is planty inside anus. Is man. That's agege. What they call agege is man knack man. Lesbo, woman knack woman. Agege, man knack man. Uh, are we gradually beginning to normalize this? What's up? Like I said, today we have guests, the kind of guests that spill it as it is. When was the time of Bayong? I remember a lot of ladies, especially this one, are Facebook mama them. They carry it on their head. Hey, Bayong, how do they call that thing? Grandma don't finish your mom. They call it a pedo. I don't call it what's here. Pedo and file. Bayong na the one. Bayong na that one. Everybody became a judge. Everybody became a human rights advocate. Everybody became somebody of good moral standards. Because is it now this one our own say Dokas has done something. The way Major cool. Before we go far, let me add one of the people we'll be having today. This is no other than your favorite, the person that you love so much, the person that says it as it is, Chef Dawei. Baba, good
Yeah.
evening.
Bonsoir, chers téléspectateurs.
Bonsoir, bonsoir.
Téléspectacle, oui, c'est.
Chers téléspectateurs, bonsoir, bonsoir.
Ego. My
Chef
use,
Dawei.
my use, auntie, my use, auntie Felicia, is most favorite phrase. Ego, 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 ego. Yes, would burn the industry today. We need leave
Yeah, because
nothing on. Yes, we cannot just
all right.
sit and a bunch of people they come and take over the country and promoting. They start promoting whatever, and now
Now,
they're competing with women. They're actually competing. Um, um, they're actually taking those serious boyfriends from women, and these same
yeah,
women they were meant to empower. Good evening,
Yeah.
beautiful people. Good evening. Good evening. Yes, I'm here. I'm here.
All right. Okay,
Going
Chef.
out
Glad to
there.
have you, and we're glad to have you now. Please, those of you who are
Yeah.
here right now, do your best to share. Share to WhatsApp, share to Facebook, share to groups, and share to as
Let
many people
me
as
let me
possible.
share Facebook. Let me
Yeah.
try it. Hold
Let's
on.
be able to have this
Right,
conversation
people should be here.
in a very smooth and transparent manner as possible. We need to talk about
Uh,
certain things
it
because
doesn't it doesn't
when it
have to be
surfaces to the
smooth though.
public, yes,
It
when it
go
gets to the public,
yes.
when it gets to the public, it becomes a public thing. Few months back, I remember,
Odette,
like I was saying
Odette
before,
Babi, good evening.
yeah, they say go wuru wuru, definitely go wuru wuru. You get to wuru wuru.
Uh,
Few months, like I was saying before you came in, chef. Few months ago, we're actually faced with a situation that is very similar to this, which was that of Jato and Bayong. And what the argument was it was simple. The whole major space was saturated with different bloggers and major persons actually mounting a lot of pressure for Bayong to address, or whoever concerned to address, the particular situation at hand, which was that
yeah.
of frying the legs of Jato. Now, in that case, we thought, I for one, I will not say we, I for one, I thought it was something that was out of good faith, trying to maintain a certain morality in our space. But today we have something
Yes.
similar. I mean, last week, when this fellow went to the UK, and the news broke out that he was frying the beans of a 17-year, not the beans, he was frying the anus of a 17-year-old kid. And, and and everybody just sat silent like it was nothing. And all of a sudden, when the argument comes up, people are like there are other things to worry about. Like, seriously. Now, I want to find out something from you, chef. Legally speaking, we are in Cameroon 237. Let's establish this simple fact. Is agege and lesbo practice, is it something that is permissible in Cameroon? Please, maybe you could enlighten us from there first. We lay
Hell
the foundation.
no, hell no, hell no. From a legal perspective, I'm not a legal mind, I'm not a lawyer, but
Yeah.
as a good citizen of Cameroon, before I go online to post certain things, I get to
Yes.
make sure I have the backing of the law. Yes, I get to read the constitution sometimes and the law. Um, it's something pretty much punishable by the Cameroonian law if you're caught in the act, or someone comes with an evidence suggesting that you've been involved in such a practice. And it doesn't really end just at just the level of the act of you committing the act, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
Um, in this like public indecency,
Indecency.
yeah,
Yeah.
public indecency in the light of cross dressing and stuff. If you can
Yeah.
get a good lawyer, if you can get a good lawyer who can argue, you can actually get someone convicted for that. If you have uh, because
Proof.
with the law is blind. When you get to any law court, you realize that the symbol of justice, the goddess antenna, she's actually carrying a scale in one hand, and she's holding a
Hammer.
sword with another
And
hand.
so.
And
Mhm.
come again, can you hear me?
I can hear you 5 on 5. I can hear you
Yeah,
5 on 5.
she's having a scale on one hand, and she's carrying a sword on the other hand. And now when you look at her eyes, they're actually blindfolded. So one thing with the law is that the law is blind. Whosoever weighs, like if your argument weighs more than that of whoever you're arguing with, you win at the end of the day. So it's the same thing with cross dressing and whatever, given the laws in Cameroon.
Yeah. All right. So we have established the fact that it is not something permissible in Cameroon. Now,
Yeah.
in the coming in the let's get to the genesis of a whole lot of things. In the previous years, we had a lot of people from the a lot of people. I don't want to mention names for now, but I'm looking at way back. Way back, there were a lot of people that used to wear kaba to do comedy. Some who wear, some will do transdress to do entertaining activities. Some wear kaba to entertain people, and gradually this culture escalated. Coming to the 2020s, we started seeing some other likes of the Felicias and the Docasis that were doing this in the name of content. But breaking 2024 December or November ending, coming to hear the news of a Docas that is frying the anus of a small boy that is 17 years old is what has put the media space in a chaotic and moral degrading space. Now, the first thing we notice is that the men dressing like women to entertain people, whether comedy or film or theater or whatever, is not a new practice. That's the first thing. The next thing which I want us to do, which I want us to do, Chef, let's do this analytically. Do you think it is proper for us to validate cross dressing as in the guise of being a form of entertainment or to appear in a particular way for entertainment purposes? Can we validate that? Morally speaking,
Like when we're talking theater act, right?
yeah.
Um, when we're talking movies, film production, and everything, every character is supposed to fit correctly in the character that they've been given. Right? You're
Yeah.
supposed to interpret that particular role. You get to fit in it, and it's not. It's a collective responsibility coming from the actor, the makeup artist, the director, and everyone involved in that production. They have to make sure that you fit completely into character, such that if I'm a man and I'm disguising, the only way it should be tolerated is when you are disguising, not acting as a woman. Let me give you a scenario. You can be doing a movie, and in that particular movie, you find yourself in a situation where some people are chasing you, and now you get to disguise yourself as a woman to make to actually escape, right? In that
Mhm.
movie, it's not your character. When it becomes a character, like every day to day thing, such that you even go to award ceremonies, you go to shows, and who we have on stage is Auntie Felicia or Dorcas No Bobby. That's when it becomes a thing. That's when it becomes a problem, a virus that we must deal with. We don't really have to go about compromising. We don't have to, because if you're thinking about this, you should be thinking kids, you should be thinking posterity, you should be thinking the next generation, and just this generation within, let's say, Paul Alonge, when he morphed into Auntie Felicia, it's not been up to 2 years that it's been in
Mhm.
the spotlight like that. And now we can begin to count the number of people he's already influenced. And when you look at this, that's when you get to know that there is a problem with cross-dressing comedy. Now, when you give birth to a child, besides the information that gets transferred to them through the mom's umbilical cord,
Mhm.
their minds are always empty. They come to the world empty. And what they see, what they hear, and what they feel become part of their reality. Now, a child is growing up, let's say, from an overindulging mother who gives the child access to social media. And that child happens to stumble upon content from, let's say, Auntie Felicia. Now, when I started this argument, I started by saying, if you are fitting correctly into character such that the viewer, someone who did not know you, will not actually know it's a man. It's a whole different thing. You're disguising at a time. But now these people, they don't fit in character. Look at this beard. This beard is showing manly, everything masculine and everything. The voice, that strong voice. Person will
Strong bass.
person will
Strong
holla.
bass.
You hear that man picking voice. That's not him fitting in character. It's not
Mhm.
anti Felicia, it's just his alter ego. That beard where makeup artists cannot succeed to get off, that's him still being himself. But now he just wants to live his life freely, like he said on the Kamif interview he did with Simati Lahot, or aka Laborho. Simati Lahot, or aka Laborho. Yeah, I call him Laborho because he's the most notorious on this space. And when I say these things,
La, la
my
ball.
name is Chef Dawei. Chef Dawei, any of you watching right now where you think I won't call your name in a derogatory way, and you think you can stand in the law court, let's go. Let's go. Not come without intimidation tactics to use gendarmerie and police to arrest. No, that's not the way it works. I'm not a criminal. I'm simply trying to execute my basic civic responsibilities as a Cameroonian citizen, to make sure this space is clean and void of your perversion. Yes, and
Yeah, keyword expression.
most of them will say, why do we concentrate on them? Why are we not focusing our efforts on scammers, rapists, and other people doing negative things in the society? What I'll tell them is this: we've never seen a group of scammers go out there carrying placards and saying, asking the governments that be to legalize scamming, telling them it's our
Okay.
right to scam. We've never seen a group of rapists gone out there and carrying placards and telling people that it's our right and everything to rape. You're the one who brought your sexuality in the public domain in the first place. What you do in the confines of your room concerns no person. Will not come there to investigate to know who you're sleeping with and who you're not sleeping with. You come now, you're putting this in our faces. You're putting it in our faces. You just want to show that you're pretty much perverted and all of that. At the end
Yeah.
of the day, we have our personal and pretty much diversified opinions. And you will not blame me. And I don't mind if you get to blame me for calling you out.
Now, now there's one thing which I want to let's take this question from Life on a Daily, aka Mama Sita. She says, Martina say if you be agege, make people know. Some men don't pretend for be straight. Go marry man in picking the suffer am. He says, come out with your full chest. Now, I want us to look at this thing. We were coming to this comment. You see, I remember back then when I was growing up in the streets of Boya, you see, there was this syndrome. I mean, it almost every part of Cameroon actually, when they know
Yeah,
say agege dey for this place, people will actually isolate that place or they roast the agege. You
the roast
understand?
camp.
If
But
you roast the agege because it been an unspeakable thing, it was something
yeah,
unspeakable. It was
yes,
something so bizarre. It was something degrading. It was something so taboo like. Now, coming across with the influx of media influence, they call them
yeah,
influencer. What are they influencing? Are they influencing us to do what? The name. I like the way English is. They give them a name that works with the kind of things they do. See, going now coming 2016, it gradually became a normal thing. 17, 2020, we started seeing them infiltrating the media space in the name of entertainment. You start
yes,
seeing some boys that are, you see these yellow boys that sing, what the F, what? like honest, like seriously, bro, seriously. And all of a sudden, you start seeing them on the TV. I want to come out. 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 Coming out. Coming out. Coming out. Coming out. Coming out. The people which some of you watching have loved as celebrity, when they begin to come out, you start seeing the whole practice as a normal thing. And gradually, we are in 2024 when they can say a Dorcas has fried the annals of a 17-year-old boy and nobody is saying anything. There are two things. I don't know if it's that they are also as dark as well, that they are afraid that if they open their mouth, they are, they are going to, their own darkness is going to surface, or they don't just want to put their hand inside the
The
open.
simplest way they stay for glass house, they throw away stone. So that's exactly what is happening. They are all living in glass houses. Yes, that's
Because
the gospel truth. Like from a lot of people I used to respect, and I right now I just look at all of them to be in the same light. Yes, that's
because
all they can offer. Be in the
because
entertainment industry, because entertainment right now, even if I want, if I advise thieves, I advise them, take your gun, right, while going to steal, also go along with a camera. Go with a camera. You look for a video director, right? You're going to steal, that's your intention, you want to steal, but go with a camera, go with a video director, just in case you are caught. You tell them you were creating content. No, you were
thank
not,
you. That's it
you were not being intentional. You were just pranking the public. That's exactly what is happening. How long are we going to sit and we don't try to analyze things? Let's take Bobrisky per se. Let's go with Bobrisky. When he started, he was all cross-dressing. He's harmless. He's just a man who wants to identify and get close to women. There's nothing more. He's just cross-dressing. Let's go to Shakiro. Let's go to Mark Jackie. Look at it, Kevin Hart in America. And when I see some people, they come and put Tyler Perry in America. They're trying to use him to be a yardstick they want to use to determine what will be socially and morally accepted in Cameroon. Who the hair, or let me use, who the tumor is Tyler Perry that will use him. Who the tumor is Tyler Perry. They're all birds of the same
same
feathers.
feather.
Yeah.
Now, okay. Let's take this comment. This one says everything happening now is a preparation to change the narratives for our children's children until there's a cultural shift. This is high level evil unfolding before our eyes. Thank you so much. Divine Stone.
Exactly. The target, go to YouTube, you type drag queens. There's this video they're singing, we are here, we are quay, and we are coming for your children. We are here, we are quay, we are coming for your children. The kids are always the target. The kids are always the target because
No, and
just like the Bible puts, train
mhm.
up a child in the way he should grow, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. So they know they have to condition these kids from when they are still toddlers. So
Yeah.
that's why we have people infiltrating the entertainment industry to actually use subtle means like AK on MK ultramine control techniques to embed to actually embed subliminal messages in the mindset of our kids. You
Mhm.
have a kid growing up and the kid will start telling you my hero is Auntie Felicia. They will not want to look at Paul Elonge, who is well learned, who has a lot of experience in terms of research and other things. They will not want to be like him. They want to be like Auntie Felicia.
Now,
So
chef, before we
why
go
are
to
we here? We have
chef,
we have that responsibility of protecting
mhm.
our kids.
Okay, let me take this comment, these few comments, and then there are some things I want us to critically look at. This was this Jokazi own maker might just feel say any man way the wear clothes like woman be agege. Then there was a protect your children at all costs, outside dirty. Sincerely, the parenting model of laissez-faire is gradually taking over. I am strict and disciplined because my mother, Ivaga, all my mommy them, including the aunties, in our setting, even the aunties are mothers, and all my mommy them, they use the cane fine, and it help us to be some sort of morally upright. Not only cane, even the dialogues, you see. But today is there too much of laissez-faire. Now I want us to look at something. Chef, do you think that somebody being a gege or acting feminine, because somebody acting feminine, do you think it's a biology thing or it's a mindset or it's miseducation? Is it something that has to do with their genetics, something that has to do with their biology, or something that is an ill information that has been transferred onto some individuals? What do you think? Or maybe it could be pressure.
We have several factors that account for these things. First, we have a set of people who will say, "I'm a man, I'm a woman trapped in a man's body," right?
Mm-hmm.
We have this set of people. When you meet this set of people, one thing for me is always obvious. Like when most cases like that have carried out really deep investigation, either either a parent was involved in occultic practices, one of their parents,
Mm-hmm.
and this particular parent actually got involved to such an extent that they themselves were depleted. They were depleted. Their genealogy got altered. It got altered such that because the work of the creator's work is perfect. He actually removed Eve. He removed Eve from Adam. He removed Eve from Adam. So if
Mm-hmm.
you are a man and you're feeling that there is a laser in you, go back to your family, look at your parents, look at your
Mm-hmm.
parents. And these things mostly happens from these overachieving families that they want to just achieve the whole world,
Mm-hmm.
career wise, finance, and everything. They would just want to be top, like in every fair, right? Now, you that you feel a man or a woman who is feeling that a man is trapped in her, or a man feeling that a woman is trapped in him, go back to your family and look, you've been used. You were used when you were still in your womb. I want to emphasize on the fact that the energy that men possess is electrical in nature, and the energy that women have is magnetic in nature. When a
Mm-hmm.
woman and a man meet, when they meet sexually, an electromagnetic field is formed.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually what it means for two to become one. That's what it means for two to become one. Now, when a man and a man they are meeting, and you have to go into that man from his rectum. You have to
Mm-hmm.
penetrate him from his rectum. And what was the target at that point? The target would be his prostate gland. The target is his prostate gland. That would be the target, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we all know glands do secrete things, and
Mm-hmm.
prostate gland being the father of all glands in the body. So now,
Mm-hmm.
with your prostate gland, the normal testosterone that is produced in your body as a man, Your prostate
Mhm.
gland gets to convert it into dehydrotestosterone.
Mhm.
Dehydro, Dehydrotestosterone is 10 times more powerful and stronger than ordinary testosterone, right? And
Mhm.
this powerhouse, that's exactly what defines you as a man. Your
Yeah.
masculinity, it comes from it. And it's
Mhm.
something not even a finger of a woman is supposed to touch, because there are men who know, okay, that particular place, when they touch them, they get more excited. They'll say, okay, I don't want a man. Some girl who can't tell you, say, want touch your prostate gland from your rectum. Then
Mhm.
imagine now another man who is as electrical as you are. He's very
Mhm.
electrical because he's having electrical energy like you. And one thing they don't know about what they call toto, toto. Let me use toto. One thing they don't know
Yeah.
about toto,
It's okay. Uh-huh.
toto, toto is a conductor. It can be a conduit. It's a conductor, right?
Mhm.
You conduct the electricity in you, and the recipient, whosoever is conducting using his phallus. I want to use the
Mhm.
occult language they use, phallus. Yes,
Mhm.
let me use phallus. So,
Yeah.
whosoever is using his phallus on you to conduct your electrical energy, he becomes a superman. He will feel like he's two times a man than you. And
Mhm.
you were actually the passive, the one, the bottom, what how they call it, the bottom, the receiver of the zinc.
Mhm.
You become
Mhm.
empty. You become empty. So a pyramid is now formed. It becomes a pyramid
Mhm.
whereby those who are up the pyramid, they'll take this energy from those who are lower, the lower level, those who find themselves at the lower levels. So
Mhm.
let's say I'm up here, I'm taking from who is here, and who is here is taken from the person who is below,
Below,
and
like
right
in
down
scales.
right down to the bottom of the pyramid. So a lot of people were surprised, like, okay, when Dorcas, when her name came that she was sleeping
Is it a
with
she
that.
or a he, chef? How do we
No,
address
I want to use she. Let me use she. They are all la boho, la boho, all those names. La
Yeah,
hot, la
please, as
boho.
you come in, you share. As you come in, you share, share,
So
share, share. This is a very strategic
so
conversation.
it's a whole thing. Let me forget about
Yeah.
this very, because all these niggas, all of them that you see in Cameroon, they find themselves at the bottom of that food chain. They find
Yeah.
themselves at the bottom, like the last level of the food chain. Let me use the level of PDD. Yes. PDD, he will knock Usher, he will
Mm-hmm.
knock Burna Boy. He will knock all of these people. But there'll be a Jew, there'll be a Semitic person, that those Zionists, that they'll go and knock PGG. Do you know they also knock PGG? They knock him. It's all about energy. Without this
Mm-hmm.
particular energy, sexual energy, without sexual energy, there's no entertainment industry.
Now,
Yeah, we'll
I want
have
to take a
people,
few.
we'll go back to those days where we sit under the moon and we're telling stories among ourselves, because that was the ultimate entertainment that really brought us together. So
Mhm.
can
Now,
the sperm of human get exhausted?
now I want to take, I want to take a few comments, and then we proceed. This is getting more interesting because we'll gradually come to another phase. You understand how interesting this conversation is going to go. We have this one saying everything happened. Okay, we have already read this. This other comment says, big people say the dance of a madman is funny to strangers. I can imagine how disappointed parents to this agege are. I feel sorry for them. They need deliverance. Nothing normal here. Okay. Let's take more of this comment. This one says,
Some
when
of
we're
them
born,
are the parents, and other parents that cause them to be agege now.
and some of them are born of parents that were tearing the backs of other boys and men. Say we were
And they
when we were
brought
born.
that spirit. They brought that
Yeah.
spirit in their genealogy.
Mhm. So, but we all
Yes.
have tendencies, good, evil. If we nurtured our tendency to steal, we would be thieves today by profession, but we didn't. This these kids need that in their lives. I think this is a very, very serious one. The role of that is really, really underrated, especially at this time where we are training women to be mothers and dads at the same time. Good evening to you. Good evening to you. Um, Okay, Ebon Benz's president. This one says, can the sperm of a human get exhausted? We come. Bali Chamba TV online. Glad having you, Bali Chamba TV. Put the question right. Get exhausted. How do you mean exhausted? Okay. Is it mean
Enough
I
will
mean
stop for produce.
completely finished?
You cannot.
I
I
think
don't think it can finish.
yeah, that should be a biology thing.
They
Yeah.
can become impotent. They
Yeah,
can
now we
become
have
docile, weak, impotent, not able to do anything when they get into, but they'll always be there. You release them,
now
learn to send into woman. So I did not finish. I did not finish. I was
okay,
just
please
one
go ahead.
point.
Sorry.
Yeah, I was just at one point. Those who say I'm a woman trapped in a man's body, go and
Yes.
look at your parents, look at their lifestyle. They brought that demon. They brought that demon into your genealogy. They brought it. Now the next case will be those that they get enticed. Yes, I've had experiences all my life. I've had
Mm-hmm.
experiences. I'm just coming from my big sister's house. We are
Yeah.
reconciling today. Yeah, it's
Mm-hmm.
actually a good
Wow.
day. When
Wow.
I was barely 21. I was barely 21. She sent me goods from China worth over $100,000. That's about in today's value it would be like 65 million. But
Yeah.
everything disappeared. Why? Everything disappeared within a span of 6 months because in Boya, well, they don't know this. All these kids in Boya. When I tell you my name for Boya, all these kids in Boya, but let's not get there. All this disappeared because
Yeah.
when I unveiled those containers in Boya, all kind person for the way approached me.
Yeah.
This one I'll not call names. This one will come. A will come today. The open back boot na 40 million days. That tempting you to put you in one direction. I
Mm-hmm.
escaped big part them. I escaped big part them way now legendary Nyongo people. I
Mm-hmm.
escaped them. But the person where it can destroy everything about my business was
Mm-hmm.
he be where he had this pair of glasses on. He looked so innocent like a net, like you will not believe. Now
Mm-hmm.
he came, okay, let's do things together and business and stuff. At the end of the
Mm-hmm.
day, I got trapped. I got trapped by taking some money from him. And this
Mm-hmm.
morning, the deadline to pay came and passed. And the next thing
Mm-hmm.
at that tender age, he opened up. He opened up. And
Mm-hmm.
now the only thing that will get me out of this mess was for me to bend for that he's smelling. uh,
Backside.
to cut a long
Guy.
story, to cut a
What
long,
nasty.
yeah, to cut the long story short, I resisted, and then he had to use the state council in Boya. We first went to the police. He used his influence with the police. They locked me up for some days, and were able to. I was able to pull my own connection from the governor's office, and I got
Mm-hmm.
out saying no. This is business venture, and these people are still doing fine. And now he had to use the state council. right up to the extent where the state council was threatening to remand me in prison custody. Then that was when I had to call my lawyer who came and they had to discuss. And at the end of the day, the state council called a bailiff and sent the bailiff, giving instruction that if this guy is not satisfied, whatever he has to take, since I don't have that money to pay immediately, whatever he has to take from my businesses, I don't have a say. The bailiff is just going there to do his constat, how they call it in French. So the bailiff came, went to my snack, went to the snack, the guy took things. We went to my cyber cafe, he took things. And I was just there. I said, okay, whatever you want to take, take and go. So long as my muscles
What?
around my anus stay intact, you take everything that you can take and you go. And that was the day me, I took that away. I swear, say anything. These people, they come and act like they are actually the victims. They are not the victims.
Yeah. Dave already wear white.
The ones victimizing people. They'll come and set a trap. They'll give you money. If you were not, maybe I will not say I was wise, because then I was still foolish. I was still foolish. I was a baby. I was a baby. It was just thanks to the father up there that I managed.
Oh, this network needs to respect itself. Let me just take this comment. Eseme Ebomber, our wonderful nurse is here. I think you'll be giving us some biological comments. All right. I think Chef Dawei is back. Chef Dawei, you there?
Yes, can you hear me now?
All right, all right. I was just about reading a comment. It says consciousness.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you 505. Please land. I don't want to cut that story. Please land.
Yeah, so that's how I lost everything my sister sent to me. I lost everything, and I was happy that the muscles around my anus stayed intact. Yes, but now this problem that I'm solving with my sister today, it was actually created because of these people. Just check the number of people, the number of kids that they victimize. They always play victims. They always want to act weak. They always want to act like the minority, and everyone out there is just there to bully them. That's the way they'll act to get public sympathy. But if you look in every office where you go, you meet these people in there. And when you meet them, no matter, irrespective of your qualification, it doesn't even matter the documents you're coming with. The only thing they want is a piece of your
Yeah,
backside. They want you to bend. How this song more bend and walk. They want you to bend
bend
and
down.
walk. They
Bend down.
want you to bend down, walk.
This is this is
Yes.
this is this is
They
really a
want you to
nasty thing.
bend
I
down,
mean,
walk. When I see, when I see, when I see them, I know them. The male, female. I see them, I know them. In my dating career, I've dated when I was still in that very boya. Back then, it was not as visible as it is today. I've dated at least 5 lesbians who came for
wow.
me for money, and when they needed
Yeah.
love, they'll go to another woman. They'll go to a woman. So
And now,
getting all of this experience, I just need to see you. I just need to see you. I just need to hear you talk. And sometimes, yeah, there are a lot of people who can actually mask, they can pretend and cover up everything, right? And at the end of the day, you will not be able to tell. Like that guy who came to me with his very innocent glasses on, looking all like a nut, pretty innocent. But at the end of the day, he came down he came down to the same thing. Like he wanted to, he want take.
well,
Just
like I
imagine
said,
me
I mean,
saying
I don't
confess
know.
love.
Because I think, to me, I don't understand how a man will begin to sit and want the backside of, and like how that's even an unthinkable thing. Now, I want us to go progressively. We are looking at people
It's spirit.
that are actually engaged. Please, those of you connecting, do your best to share. Share to as many people as possible. Share on all platforms. We are YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Do your best to share. Let's have this wonderful conversation. The comments are booming. We're going to take as many comments as possible, but let's follow a simple flow. Chef, you made mention of certain things, and if you look at this, you will notice that the scheme, the man came to you, the business person, the person that was coming to you for business, he used an indirect approach. He didn't come straight like an agege. And unlike today, that is becoming rampant, a lot of people are
Yes.
falling for this scheme. And because you are a strong person, I mean, from a young age, you were still strong, you could resist this. Now, in a lot of offices, you have people that are agege, and they baptize their, I use baptize, they initiate their workers into the agege system. They initiate them in the name of looking for promotion. Now, a lot of young men,
Yeah.
because I watched a video a few weeks ago on Telegram. This happened in the BMC neighborhood, allegedly, where a young man, a 40-year-old guy, was given a kid of 19-year-old 400K for him to bend down and work, let them fry his antlers and give that was the money was having. And this is not just
Bend down
first
and
time.
walk.
Yes, that's him bending down and walk. And the kid was there. They caught people, caught them, and they were so brutal on them. You understand? They were brutal on them to that extent because it is something that it is unspeakable and not legal. It is not legally correct in this place where we find ourselves. Let's know that, please. This is a crime in Cameroon. Agege is a crime in Cameroon. Let's know this. Let's know this. Over, you see.
Now we
Now,
see people. We see.
Now, this young boy, this kid was just 19 years old, or is just 19 years old. You see, he has been given 400K. This is a straight attack to parenting, modern day parenting. What do we teach our children? You see, we are gradually losing it because a lot of children are under pressure to live a dream life, and they will fall in the hands of some of these men. Some come as business partners to give you some money that you might not use. Well, I used to hear about this money that they call bad money, where you borrow money from somewhere and you're unable to pay back, and the condition is for you to belong to a particular meeting where
Bro, that one I experienced it firsthand in Boya. Yeah, a
you
lot
see.
of a lot of them, very popular people. They came from those goods that my sister sent. Or one person will come and buy ties for like five
Yes.
million. They'll buy ties for 5 million. They'll abandon that ties with me for like 3 months. They'll
Yeah.
disappear. Now that was a trap for him to come back, and maybe because of greed, I have already sold his
The time.
ties. Yeah, now he'll give me the conditions. They did that for many instances, and whenever they came, I'll take them into the magazine. I'll show them your ties is still here intact. They'll tell me, "Hey, bro, maybe you're 40, and I mean, I'll be going for that. If you don't sell that ties, problem not there. And just move, we'll just check how we'll work out." I'll say, "No, maybe so me a day, oh, come."
Mhm,
They ties
mhm.
this. After many attempts, they will run. Not one, not two, not three, plenty. Then finally, now, he was a very innocent boy, like even smaller than myself. Smaller than myself. Na he can just nail, he can put the final nail on the coffin. Just come and
Mhm.
put that final nail on that coffin. Came,
Yeah.
my elder brother is sending me shoes from the UK. Me, my shoes came from China, what I was selling in my salon, because I had a salon, the first all-in-one integrated salon in Boya.
Mhm.
Fatty New Look Salon. Around, it was located around UB Junction then.
Yeah.
that salon will have like 30 people in the salon. Our neighbors will not have any because of my branding and everything. When I do things, I always do differently. Even from that small age, we'll have 30 clients in the salon. My neighbors will not have any client. And at the
Mm.
end of the day, I realized that salon now was attracting a lot of these people, including the guy who came with shoes. He started with shoes. He will bring shoes to the salon. My own shoes in the salon I sell for 10K, 15K. They're coming from China. His own quality, they'll be like 30K, 50K coming from the UK. And
Mm.
I'll take those shoes, I'll put in my store. As someone who was very ignorant at that time, because yes, I was so ignorant. Yeah,
Okay.
I was just saved. I was just saved by the hands of the Almighty. I'll take those shoes and put no one at that time when Van Des the Pimang and all these hookup, it maybe don't be public, it wasn't a public thing like it is today. So for see a girl where you go even buy a shoe for 15K, then it was almost like magic, right? Then talk less of 30K shoe. So those shoes that worth 30K and above, at the end of the day, when me myself I did not know the importance of my sexual energy, I will use
Mm.
those shoes now to influence
That's right.
girls to go and knock their kanda, and that's how gradually I was getting myself trapped and indebted to that guy. Until one day he came, my snap was closed around UB Games period that time. He proposed that if I lack capital, he was gonna give me. We reached
I've
out.
heard about this thing.
Yeah, I presented my business plan, and if I want to explain this, we'll just go out of this topic. We are talking agege, cross
So,
dressing,
but,
and
Chef, I think this is also important because it is some of the routes which these guys use to get to the younger ones. They already have a mapped out plan before approaching you.
yeah,
You see, so
carefully
it's
planned out. Carefully planned out. The
and they
only
are
thing,
very
the only thing
patient.
I they are patient, seriously patient. See, I will sit with him in a bar. I'm talking about girls who love me because I've always been that guy. I've always been that guy. Like I just walk. Women love me. I did ask myself, I did big belly now. It's ready to see. Yes, like naturally. So
Yeah.
we'll sit. I'll be talking about girls who are dying for me. The guy will sit there and say, who wouldn't love you? Who wouldn't love you? It was later, it was later that I got to understand that who wouldn't love you? He was actually talking about himself as
Himself.
well. Yes, when he finally boarded me, he put me behind bars and he came. All your friends, the ones you thought they are friends, they are not here. I'm the one who gave you money to revamp your
Yes.
business.
The
And
angel. The
the
angel.
one who came, I've been giving you shows for your salon. And right now, this particular situation where you find yourself, this is not my intention. I do not intend for you to be here. I just want for you. I call you, you don't pick my calls. I want for us to be close. That's when I was behind bars. I was
Yes.
behind bars,
And he
and
was
that
sweet
was
talking
when
you.
he was coming out. And these people, you tell me these people are the victims. They are not victims. They are the ones victimizing a whole lot of people out there. They are the ones victimizing people. They are the ones. And
Yeah, because
at that point, I told him, bro, it's good you came out, but I'm not in that league. And he said, no, you don't know what you're playing with. And I don't want it to go that way with you. I just want to tell you that if you would succumb, my people will come and put pavement. They'll put pavement from UB Junction to your bar. You have the best location in Boya. You have the best of this, the best of that, and the best of this.
Yeah.
Thank God, I had made friends with a divisionaire working at the governor's office. He came to buy ties for his building as well. And I don't know, somehow I gave him discount. We became friends, and whenever I see him, I'll put fuel. I'll put fuel in his car. So
Yeah.
that day I just called him. He left the governor's office. He came
Yeah.
down to that place.
Yeah.
They did not go to lock me at the Moliko police station. They did not go to the one up at Boya town. Yes, no, not up at the main police station up. They took me to
Yeah.
Boya town. That particular police
That's
people,
like that.
because then there was nobody in Boya who did not know me. Yeah, so those particular police people, they told him in the car that if we put him in Moliko, he will come out that same night. When we got up to Santra up there, they said no, if we put him here, he will come out the same day. They now took me to Boya town where they had their connection. It was a connection. It was a
Mm-hmm.
connection, that kind of a thing like that. So when we got there, they had to bundle me. They threw me behind the bars. And when the commissioner came in the morning, he was actually a three-star commissioner, something like that, or four, yeah, four-star, I remember. So when he came in the morning, he saw me behind the counter. He said, "Why are you people keeping this guy here? Put him in the cell." I said, "Well, but we are here for death. We are here for death. I have not killed someone, I've not committed any crime. Why are you locking me?" I didn't know it was all the
That.
intimidation tactics
Mm-hmm.
that they want to use on me for me to finally bow to
So
him.
keep.
But yeah, when they threw me in the cell, that's when it occurred to me that I really need to make a move. Then the guy came and did whatever he wanted to do, preaching. If you accept to be close to me, he was not direct. He's using words like, if you accept to be close to me, it will just be with a snap of my finger. I'll tear these people and you come out. And we'll go back to your business places. I will give you more capital. I will add
No,
you this, I'll
I'm
add you
telling
that.
you.
Yes, I'll add you this, I'll add you that, I'll add that, I'll add this. That's when I tell him, bro, you got the wrong person. You got the wrong person. I took my phone now, I made a call to the governor's office. That was when
Yeah.
the divisionaire drove down. He was in charge, he was actually in charge of controlling the hotels in all of Southwest. That was his. He was actually working in the territorial administration. So
Yeah.
he was in charge of controlling hotels. He came down to that Boya Town police station.
Mm-hmm.
That's when, with five star, the commissary there was just four. Everyone, tap, 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 cafe, 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 cafe. That's what they call it, cafe, the whole place. It's a holla
Yes.
them. So when I don't yet also the lock person because that
Yep.
pass go movie. Pass open that place, go movie. Now so that commissary open that cell, they move me.
Shamefully.
Accommodate. I know if I come out that day, I not rest one night or I not rest one night. Immediately, immediately I got home. I received a call. It was that guy. You think you are connected? You think you are powerful? You think you are powerful? Let me show you the next level. Let me
Hmm.
show you the next level. The
It
next
was
level was
simple.
state council. The next level was state council. I had convocation from state council. The first one, because they did not deliver it directly to me. I did not attend. I did not attend, and the state council had to send the second one. After sending the second one, okay, the second one came and met me directly. I took it, and the next day I went. I went up there, intimidation as usual. Da da
Yeah,
da da
that's
da
the biggest
da
tool.
da. Da. Then I realized, hey, perhaps I said to myself, perhaps maybe this state council himself is part of them. I called
Yeah,
my lawyer now, and that's when I called my lawyer. He came, and there was argument between the state council and the lawyer. And at the end of the day, the state council called the bailiff and instructed the bailiff to go and get my things, get the things my sister had sent for me, to auction them, give that guy,
man
let him
going to come out.
take to his satisfaction, let him take whatever he wants. And we went down there. He emptied the restaurant, he emptied the salon, he emptied the cyber cafe, took everything. And at that point, I just told him, bro, take. I have no objection. Just take. So long as so long as there's life, I have that, I have that ability to work anything I want to work and make money. You just take. If I don't clear the debt where you don't can trap me with. I escaped because I was very skeptical about when some very mature person is coming around me with investment. Even now, like
Yeah,
this very project that we've put out, I've had people come with, okay, we have 100 million, we have this, want to invest. But
yeah.
the moment my spirit will tell me this is not the direction,
It's not
I will,
clear.
irrespective of the amount. So it's the same thing that happened in Boya. They'll come, elderly people, very old people, they'll come, they'll tell me, okay, we see what you're doing, we want to invest in you. Now money this. Person will go open a trunk, he'll go open back boot for a motor, show me
Cash
millions
down.
and they tempt me. These containers, 3 containers that you're selling is nothing. I want to introduce you to canopy business. You'll be bringing canopy from Italy and that. And within this
Yeah,
period of time, this is who you'll be and this is where you'll be. At the end of the day, it came down to the same thing. Right up to the level where I don't enter Nyongo house. I don't enter Nyongo
wow,
house.
wow.
Yes, I don't enter Nyongo house. They rejected me because they asked me. It was broad daylight in Limbe, Church Street. Church Street, you would not know. But me, I'm always vigilant. That's why I talk about the this natural hair. Because once I got
Yeah,
into that place, my hairs, my hairs were already pulling signals. They were
yes.
already
Yeah,
telling me
just
things a lot, like things are not right. Then I noticed there was this guy, he was selling this roasted pork outside. The first thing I noticed, different people, like other people from outside who are not part of that meeting, they'll come to buy
yeah.
pork from him. He will drive them, he will tell them he's not selling. He will not sell to them, but he's only selling to the people. You, like he's just dish. Excuse.
He's
He's
celebrating the people
just,
in the meeting.
yeah, he's just not selling. He'll just cut, just come and put a plate in front of you, cut and put a plate in front of you. So the guy who brought me there, actually, he came. He was the one who suggested to change my snack in Boya into a prentang kind of experience. We have the upstairs with naked women serving and stuff. So he did his budgeting and everything. He did his planning and he was going to invest 20 million in that project. One
Mhm.
fateful one fateful day, he called me to come to Limbe to take that money. I went to
Mhm.
Limbe. Upon arriving, he called me to come to his house. While getting to his house, I noticed like my spirit was really on
Resistant,
my
hesitant.
spirit was not relaxed. I started praying in my heart. I started
Mhm.
praying in my heart in his living room. Then he came, he took me from his living room, he told me to go and sit in a bar. There was a bar nearby. He was feeling the energy that I'm actually sending out. So he came, he
Yeah,
took me from that place I sat at that bar. I drank some few bottles of beer. He came to the bar. We both drove now to Church Street, where he told me there's something we need to do in Church Street before he will give me that money. I said, okay,
Yeah.
let's go. Broad daylight, we went to that place. I was asked to sit. I noticed there was a high table with two people. He walked
Yeah.
straight to the high table and he spoke silently. He spoke silently with the people who were sitting on the high table. Then
Yeah.
afterward, he walked back to me. He walked back to me. Then the next thing he said to me was I should go outside and take meat and eat, and take pork meat and eat.
From that same guy
That was when
that was serving to the meeting people.
yes. So that was when I told him, I run a restaurant in Buya. Before coming, I had already eaten, so there's no way
Yeah.
you have space. Then he
But anyway,
went back to the high table. He went back to the high table. He came back and he now told me that I have to go back to Buya. That money, he cannot give me that money. He's planning to remove his container and that
he just cooked up an excuse like that.
like that. So we're putting up these shows to tell people out there that you really need to be careful. You really need
Now,
to be
chef,
careful, no matter how desperate you are. Always try to do your due diligence, knowing the people
one more
around you, to know the people around you. A lot of them, you have people who actually masquerade themselves. They'll try to disguise themselves to be angels of light, like the guy who came to me with glasses, looking all like a net, but at the end of the day, his target was to get into my buttocks. For
it's
go,
it's 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 it's,
for
it's
go,
so it's so
through
sad.
my insta muscles.
Now, chef, looking at
Yes.
this narrative, we are still in the topic of agege, cross-dressing and community impact. We will notice
Yeah.
that these influencers are even at the last cocoa. They are the
No, they are
last
the, they are
cocoa.
the zero, they are the zero level because
The last,
look
like nobody.
all them. If there is one among them where if you both say get 10 million for a bank account, like 10 million, make it stand out and talk. None of them. They'll pay them. What they do, they'll take care of those people who are servicing them. They'll pay them
Yes.
flights. They'll keep them fine in good hotels, good apartments, and stuff like that. If they want guest houses, they'll keep them in those places.
You
But
want us to
now
be
making the actual back, they'll
yeah.
remain broke. They'll remain broke. Though especially these ones that their parents already extracted their electrical energies from when they
Yeah.
were in their mother's womb. We have a lot of them, like Laborho. If you look Laborho, his family, you'll see that his brother is also part of it. If you want to check his sisters,
Wow.
I don't
This
know
is
about
serious.
his sisters, but if you want to check his sisters, they'll be telling you, I'm a woman, but there's a man living in me. That's all as a result of an occultic parent who brought that evil genealogy into their bloodline.
Yeah. And we see the result. Now we have somebody that just joined us, and this is another person that you people love. I think we'll add him and we'll continue the course of the conversation. Please, those of you who are following this is not just a storytelling live. It's a live to
We can talk to Mama Rice.
edify and enlighten us all on some of the realities we face. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Lightspell. Hi, Lightspell. How you doing?
Hi, I'm okay. I'm okay. And you guys?
We're good. Glad to have you. Glad to have you.
Same here.
All right. Today
Welcome, welcome, brother. Welcome.
we're talking on
Thank you,
cross
Chef
dress,
Dawai.
aka agege, and cross-dressing, agege, and the community influence. This birth as a result of the fact that a few weeks ago we had an influencer. I don't know if I'll call this one influencer or comedian or somebody in the public. They call her him on a hard Dokas. Now, there was a scandal that surfaced on the internet where he or she was frying the anus of a 17-year-old boy. And since then, we just saw some of the blog posts. At one point, I was tempted to feel like this guy wanted to seek asylum, and this news had to go out to justify it. That's allegedly anyway. And since then, nobody has actually rightfully, I mean, with all the people that have the gendarmes to be locking up people, have the power to be shutting up others, and telling others that they mention their name, they will do something. Nobody has said anything about this particular thing, which is an action that is really derogatory and very, very morally illicit. Now, I want to find out something from you, Light Spell. Do you validate cross-dressing as a means of making people laugh? Because they always look for the comic part of it. Do you think it's something, if you have a niece that wants to start, a nephew that wants to start dressing like a woman to do comedy because they were influenced by one Felicia or Dokas, what will your take be? What's going to be your standpoint?
Actually, it is something that how can I put it? How can I put it? You know, comedy. Everybody has his script,
Yeah,
his concept. You understand?
yeah.
His concept. I have nothing. I have nothing. If someone wants to, Chef Dawa, you said something.
No, Chef, the way you should be attending to some people. You can
Ah,
line
okay.
up.
So I was saying that everybody has his script, his way
Yeah,
of his editorial line to do his or
yeah,
her stuff. But the issue is that today we see that everybody who is going on TikTok, on Facebook, on YouTube, in fact, on the media and wants to do something is going
content.
uh, under a comedian style. You see, today everybody wants to create funny content. It seems as if
Yeah,
it seems as if it is the what is selling. It is what is selling. It
they
seems
do
as if that
flex.
is, yeah. So everybody wants to make somebody laugh. Thank you, Adele. So
Mm-hmm.
everybody wants to make people laugh, and due to that, it is going to push the actors to go on doing funny things, and it is somehow disappointing. To be sincere, it is disappointing to see that today in our society, most of the youths who are like going into social network are either going to make people to create contents to make people laugh. It seems as if you don't make people laugh these days with your content, you are not relevant.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody wants to do something like we come, you must be doing something to make people laugh. Maybe we are going to top like 10,000 views.
Not a comedian.
You understand?
I can organize events.
Yeah,
A
but
comedian.
but it is not the point. For instance, let me just take an example. For instance, many Cameroonians who haven't gone to a driving school don't know road signs.
Yeah,
Sometimes you're driving and it is when the lights are going green that you see people struggling to cross the road.
yeah,
You see. But why can't a youth who wants to go online create a content to sensitize his P youth on road signs? I am crossing the road, it's green, I wait. Just like, for instance, those are some examples. Why can't those going on online to create contents? Why can't they create contents on tribes in Cameroon? There are many people that have been what we usually call in those days uh, born and bred. and groomed on the same land. They have been
Body
born in
focus.
Bamenda, they grew in Bamenda, they got married in Bamenda, their first heartbreak in Bamenda, and they eventually get their grandchildren in Bamenda. They have, that is apart from their immediate familiar zone. They've never gone out of Bamenda, even gone to Bafusam, which is closer to Bamenda. They have never gone out. But
Mm-hmm.
today, it can be a good content for a youth to
Mm-hmm.
play that, but it is it is just disappointing to see that every youth wants to make people laugh. Everybody wants to make people laugh, and it will be maybe interesting to see a man who wants to talk like our fellow mothers, maybe during events. It will be interesting, but the femalish type appearance or attire
Now,
sometimes connotes what our cultural acquaintances are not so directly up to.
now, if we look at some things keenly, you will notice that let me use for example, let's go to Nigeria a little bit. You will see somebody like the Bob Risky. That one started as an influencer, as a cross-dresser. But 2024, the human being came out straight. I don't know if I call it he or she. You see? Now, this is a tactic. After making people to like this particular kind of people, and the time they come out, they are indirectly normalizing the aspect of agege or agegelism, man like man.
Indirectly.
And we have already loved this person. I see women like, oh, mommy of Lagos, mommy. I don't know a lady that was a big fan of this Bobrisky of I don't know now he or she not thing. Anyone of this person. And I'm like, if your child goes up tomorrow to be doing this kind of rubbish, hope you'll be as happy as you are now. See, they say the dance, I heard a comment from argument like the dance of a madman is good when it's not your family member. If your child grows up to become this kind of thing, hope you'll be happy. Because we have so normalized it, and there are key points that when Chef was talking, I was trying to look at some key points. The first thing is hunger, poverty. Before coming to the spiritual aspect, because I would like to get some deeper insights when it comes to these practice and spirituality. The first we'll look at is hunger and poverty. There are times you will see some of these people. Now it is bad because Lesbo has been included among. On part voir la mère. We'll go see la mère. La mère is a single woman that is choking these girls, choking things in their private, chook all kinds of things for inside, and that is la mère. On part voir la mère. La mère will give you connection. La mère will give you money. La mère will give you house rent. That is la mère. And for the men own, they are there. They come to entice guys that are hungry with some money. You see? And let's now look at the little ones that are being influenced by the ones that are called celebrities. On my WhatsApp, that was sometime 2 years ago, a 19-year-old kid wrote me. He says, "Sir, please, can I be open with you?" I'm like, yes. He was in one choir in Boyade. I don't know whether it's which choir. And he said he is actually a GUI, a GAY. You know, until he sent a picture of like, Jesus. And that one was around 17 still, 17 or 18 or so. You see? So this their networks, some of these young people we call children, these people we call children, this underage, they go around looking for other people to fry their earnings because they know that there are some people that will give them money. Hunger, talk of hunger, poverty. Mm. You will see now there's another part of it, which is the pressure to be successful. The pressure to be successful. There are a lot of young men trying projects like myself that you will struggle to put up a sincerely good and transparent project that can be productive, and you fall in the hands of an agege. Instead of him seeing the project, he's looking at your backside. He's not seeing a project, but he's looking at something that is not even related to the project. And people that find themselves in this, and it made me to understand that these people will call influencers are even the last cocoa. Because if we have to go into details, you will look at the people giving them those endorsements. You look at the people giving them
For the
those,
bottom. They're for the bottom of the food chain.
yeah, and some of them become agege because their face is they are okay. This is where they are. This is their dream. For them to live here to their dream, they need to castrate the backside because that is the only option. The person standing in between you and your dream is asking for that one. Some are not strong enough. After a short period of time, they think and finally they give in. That is why we need to seriously understand the implications of some of these things. Uh, After giving that thing, let's keep okay. Let's hold on spirituality. We'll come to the spiritual implication. Let's look at the ANAL cancer of it, the cancer of the nyash. Mm? People working adults and wearing diapers. How do you feel doing that? Is that not self-destructive? End up destroying yourself? What amount of chicken change can cater for you? When they will close you, there was someone that I heard the story that they closed in a hotel room when the person was coming back to come back to do music, and they fried the thing left, right, center for 13 whole days, and that person could not stand. What would their fucking dreams? Oh, what would their
The
nonsense
person went for a show outside.
and illusions do to you? You see, all of these things we should always be conscious and we should say them loud so that those from Tiri, they now have access to smartphones. When they go to school, they hide and join funny groups in Telegram. They hide and join funny groups on WhatsApp. They hide and join funny communities where they are taught some of these nasty things. And if care is not taken, if parenting is not uphold, is not uplifted the way it's supposed to be, we will have a very perverse society. This one now is perverse. But if we don't adjust, the one that is coming after might be even worse than this. It has gotten to a point where parents will begin to look for girls. I beg fry my child before another man fry. Now, for you to before all of us are boys, our parents were like, we don't want to hear that they don't come bus. So you people should be very careful. Don't do and do
Now,
this.
now parents are praying for you to even get pregnant
You see,
to prove that you're
now you are
serious.
not even afraid of the pregnancy. You are afraid for another man not to use that one and fry. And the bad thing is the connection and the influence and the intimidation that they use. I mean, the influence, the
Just, just,
intimidation that
just
is used,
just
the
imagine
entice,
people they
the
trap, the way
intimidate. You
they
see,
try to
so
trap
these
you.
are the things. These are the things we should talk about, and let's be very sincere with them. So, if a child wants to get into a particular activity, not just entertainment, I repeat, not just entertainment, it might be a young man that is a genius. There's a scheme that they use. One guy told me of a story that happened in Bamenda. He was like, the grandeur like me. The grandeur like me. The grand
Ah,
just like you how. They know the grand ijo gaming kong. It make a it give me key for his house. And some of these people that are propagating of it are even married. Some of them are married men. They receive and give. You see? Say just like me. When I should not a friend them, it call me. And the young man is happy that he's sitting with big men. Men that matter. One fateful day they arranged him. And by the time he went, when they were sitting with big men like that, and he was with a big man too, he drank and he only woke up the next morning in the pool of blood in a hotel room. He looked under his pillow, he saw 300,000 francs. So these things that we just get close to certain people, your spiritual antennas need to be very on alert. And the next thing is being very cautious and careful of the people you interact with. You should be able to listen to what somebody is saying and what the somebody is not still saying. Because these people are positioned. And the silence of a lot of people whom would have spoken, and when it's another person's turn, he's already speaking a lot of things. So we should be very cautious and watchful in our approach and dealings in life. Let us tell the younger ones, let them be objective. If need be, you cry out and follow out the situations legally, because there are lots and lots of young men that cannot speak today because they have already found themselves into some of these acts, and there is nothing they can really do. They have already found themselves into the thing, deep into the thing, and it seems to be an easy way. Bakama
This
Tuesday,
this this particular situation that is trending, I will not want to use go with the word of that lady, very new, very new. I don't know the exact pronunciation. I will not want to go with her narrative because her own lifestyle too is questionable somehow. I reached
Mhm,
out to her. Um, I'm willing to sacrifice it all, including my life. Yeah, I see you're putting up a lot of videos. So let's strategize how we can get these dockers to go down, and at the same time, how we can secure your kid brother, because at the end of the day, your kid brother is also involved. But there
mhm,
is a way we can present the argument such that the court will get to understand that when he was involved in this, he got influenced as a teen. He was not a man capable of making sound decisions. I put
mhm,
this all to that lady and she disappeared. She replied some of my messages, and when I asked her, "Are you really serious about this? Are you really serious? Like really, really serious? If you're
mhm,
serious, because me, before now, I've been fighting this cause on Facebook, but I've not had, I don't have any evidence, any physical evidence to use against these people. Because if I do, I'll be the one to contact lawyers to start a procedure in the court. But now I'm pretty much thankful to the universe and to God that you are here and you are actually saying that you have these videos. So what do you
mhm,
think we can do? Here is my plan how we can protect your brother and how we can get Dorcas to go down. And she disappeared. And that's why I just put up, in as much as this particular case is concerned, I put up the first post, which was titled Roadmap to How Dorcas Get to the Position of Where People Allege That He Fried a 17-year-old boy, step by step. And the second post was I was calling out industry stakeholders, including Agbo Gilbert, to
mhm,
address the situation, given given that they had awarded poor Elonga Auntie Felicia on their platform as the best content creator, online content creator in 2003 edition, which I have every right as such, because I believe every leader is supposed to be hold account. We're supposed to hold them accountable. They're supposed to give us explanation as to why they do certain things. You will not have a brand as big as Camif, and at the end of the day, you're getting Camif associated with a cross-dressing comedian with questionable character. It means you're ready for whatever the public has.
Chef, are you there?
telling us that you are ready. You're ready to answer these questions, and that's why you chose that path. But at the end of the day, we did not get any positive. We only had people who came and they were trying to teach us the Bible, and the only part of the Bible they can quote so accurately, but pretty much out of context is the part where the Bible says, "Thou shalt not judge, judge not." Judgment is the Lord. Judgment is the Lord, and this is one aspect of Christianity where people get to take the scripture, they get to interpret the scripture out of context. And when you are anything that is out of context is nothing but a pretext, and pretexts are often premeditated. Premeditated means that you just want to sway the gullible minds. You want to sway the gullible minds. If I were a Christian like I was before, yeah, maybe at that point I would be convinced. But now I'm a Bantu king, and I know I'm a complete creation, perfect, a perfect work of my creator. And when he was done created me, he said, and I looked, and everything that was created is fine. Everything that was created is perfect. That means I have every ability, I have the potential, I have the propensity to use my mental ability. I have the ability to use my mind right down to its depth. I have the ability to use my soul. The soul we know is the immaterial part of our beings, is that part of us that houses our emotions and our essence, our everything that makes us who we are, our spirituality. So, in essence, what I'm saying, we are spiritual beings, but most of these people they get their inspirations from pastors and prophets and men of God who tell you you lack the spiritual ability to understand spiritual things. They'll tell you that you lack that ability. They'll make it look as though it is something that is only a selected few, those who actually went to Bible schools to study the Bible. They'll make it look like they are the only ones who are equipped with that spiritual ability to understand spiritual things. At the end of the day, you're relegated. You're relegated to the background, and you're put to that position where you have to become docile. You have to become a zombie. You cannot make use of your mind. You cannot make use of your soul, and whatever is presented to you, you cannot judge because you've been told not to judge. So you yourself will not be judged. So it sounds so appropriate to you.
Now,
You just want to be safe. You just want to be safe. So you go with what is written.
now, oh, it gets to a point where we always hear this particular nonsense of don't judge to be judged, where people see differently and they are judging others for sinning not the way they see. We get this nonsense when it has to do with agege, because we have a kind of particular people that always practically cover this nonsense. And if it see the way they were bullying Bayon on every media atmosphere, on every I mean,
All of them. One lady in that group that were there, you and I, one lady is there. I actually attacked her from you at the law. I asked her, you're pushing on this. When were you this virgin, you yourself? Did you reach the legal age? So because this girl is successful and this man and that's why you want to push this. And so nature is always favoring me. Like I told you, it's not only women who love me. It's not only women who love me. Nature, the love way nature get for me, the love way my creator get for me. If you notice, like most of the things that I've been saying, I went on my comment section. I'm seeing a lot of people. Oh, Chef, that way we are sorry. You've been saying these things. It will not only be about this particular case,
Yeah, I saw some of
because
those comments
me,
myself. Yeah.
I'm not one who come and judge people. I'm a sinner myself. I'm a sinner myself. I sin every day. I sin every blessed day. I'm a chronic sinner.
Yeah.
Some of you people who think you're perverted, you've not attended my life of perversion. You've not attended where you put Kote, you put Kote with your friends in China and say, let's see the first person to knock Africa, like to knock Nigeria, knock Gabon, knock South Africa, like all these women will put that kind Kote. So when these things, I tell people, I will not for 1 second try to retaliate or to come against anyone who is condemning me for my sin that has been made public.
Yeah.
Yes, you yourself, you brought your sin to the public domain, and you expect people to just sit quiet. You expect people to just look at it and embrace you, and they start giving you rounds of applause and stuff like that. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. Yes,
Yeah.
we sin. Everyone sins. We sin differently. Yes, but take your sexuality within the confines of your room. Nobody will come and knock your door. Nobody will come and break your door to know if you are frying a which person inside your room. Nobody
Yeah.
cares what happens behind the doors of your room. Nobody cares. But
Yes.
you see a young man twerking and shaking that
See,
he ball hole,
stunted
open,
structure.
you see a young man twerking and shaking, smelling nonsense bottles. Then he will go and take the name of Saul. He will take the name Saul. He's not even afraid, or he will not even respect Ngoso. He will take the name Saul and put Cardi B of Saul. He will take the name and put Cardi B of Saul.
On a very serious note, on
Who
a, I
have
mean, like serious
who
note.
have a lot of great people who came out from that land, and they'll sit quiet. They are seeing this useless picking where don't can be empowered for Moliko by Auntie Felicia and others.
This never give respect yourself. Let's hear what Chef has to say.
Position. That is not my position in life. I don't care fear, and I know say even if I give a fear person inside this Cameroon, he give a being a poor beer, and but even need that poor beer, the spirit way it did in me, I'll stand in front of him and tell him this truth. Then let him do the worst, and that worst is for him to kill me. Then who is this useless Dorcas or Auntie Felicia or Smarty Laboho that I will not call them out anytime, any day, however I want. You come you come to this space, you're destroying the lives of our kids, and you expect everyone to just sit quiet. And because we have people who come and tell us, what do you have with people's sexuality? Why do you judge people's sexuality? It's not me who is doing it. It's the law of the country, Cameroon. The
Yeah.
law states that such practices are not acceptable. They are not accepted in this country. And as a citizen of this country, it is my basic civic responsibility to be a whistleblower. And that's what I've been doing, calling them out, telling them, bro, I understand. We all sin differently. Maybe you are not aware of what you are doing. Like Auntie Felicia, I respect Elonge for his achievement, his academic achievements. I respect him for that. Yes. So I'll tell him, bro, perhaps Auntie Felicia was a marketing strategy. If Auntie Felicia was a marketing strategy, the actual product right now should be Quo Elonge. Quo Elonge should be the actual product. Quo Elonge should be what we are consuming. We want to know the depth. We want to know the depth of his mind. We want to know the breadth of his mind. We want to know how wide his mind is. We hear a lot of PhDs, masters, BSc, and stuff like that. We want to see them. At the end of the day, we see this well-learned person dressing as a woman and dancing in the midst of other boreholes, and they call themselves virtuous women of whatever nonsense that they started. And from that point, Carol was someone, Carol copies. I used to invite them all the time. They'll come to Douala. Even when they were doing their own program in Boya. They came to my place and dropped an invitation. I went down to Boya. I honored them. And after then, I'll invite them. Like when we had the first program that we had, the first youth empowerment program that I had, that I put up. I put the whole industry, Stanley Eno, Wistry Mystery, Tony Nobody, all these people together, bloggers from where all of them they came. Carol was there. And also after that, I had audition. I was doing auditioning for a movie. I invited Copies, who came and he was actually one of the juries. But right now, all that little respect that I had for them is gone. That's why you see sometimes I'll just pick on Carol, because how can you take your brand, your building, and you just go, you not want to check about the laws of the country. You take your sweat and you go and associate it with cross dressers. You go and associate it with low life cross dressers, and together they're calling all of you virtuous women. Virtuous women with boreholes. I respect women. I respect queens, and everyone out there knows. They know I respect women. I respect queens, but we should always make that distinction. We should be able to make that distinction between who we are respecting and who we are teasing. If I say borehole, we know who the boreholes are. They use sex toys, they use vibrators and other things to dig wells in between their legs or at the back of their butt. They use those things to dig wells there. And when it became so big that no dick in the world can feel it, they walk around and start putting it on men. Your dick is small, your dick is small, and stuff like that. All these things.
Now, if we have to go progressively, we understand that some of the people you mentioned, like the ones you work with, you see, some of them actually, there's something called this principle of association. When you see a group of people doing some things in your area, like for example, your own the people putting up shows, for example, and they say, hey, no, why need ever come? So self-organize something. All of a sudden, you start organizing. Before long, you notice these people might have something that is deeper than what you actually see normally. One by one, they start opening up. So sometimes you see some of these people getting associated not actually because they are actually corrupted, but because they are associated with these people. Some actually become very corrupted. Why some maintain their calm?
I know a lot. I'm going to progressively, right? Like
Yeah.
by around the end of last year, that post is there on my Facebook. I said this year I'll be very loud. I'll be very, very loud when it comes to cross dressing, and that's what I've done this year. And so going progressively, there'll be another time where we'll start addressing those people where they themselves they need to go get their own buttocks, me the boss up. They are very wise. They know all these people that the boss sheep, they're the boss buttocks, right? They know all
Yeah.
of these people, but now they themselves will not go and give their buttocks to the boss up. So they'll make a deal, they'll reach out, they'll actually reach out a deal, they'll sign a deal. This deal will be okay, these people, these fame mongers, these kids who are hungry, who want to be famous, when they come to us for promotion and stuff, we'll bring them to you. We'll bring them to you.
Yeah.
These ones, they are very powerful people. They are somehow their own scale. They are not like these lesser ones we are talking about. Because all these Auntie Felicia, Smarty Laborho, Dorcas Nobody, those ones they are the bottom of the pyramid. They are
The
the
last one.
bottom. They are actually at the bottom of the pyramid. Yeah, they are the bottom of the pyramid. It goes up and up and up and up. Those who are up and up and all of that. And
Yeah.
anything I'm saying, hold me accountable. I'll stand
All
and
right.
confess
Okay.
anytime. So you
Okay. I mean,
see, the other ones who are up there a little bit, this
mm,
year 2025, we are
yeah.
stopping cross. We have to get seriously intentional to stop. We'll make it very uncomfortable for these people. It's either they don't can threaten me more than five of them. They're using Martinez Zogo. They tell me would this particular Mr. Low baby's mama, because she runs her mouth. I just use some small trick on her. She exposed
Mhm.
everything. Like, okay, chef, you might think you're not popular, but in the US, your write-ups are trending in every group in the US. And
Mhm.
in this group, they're planning that they'll arrange you, they'll choke you stick for your last like Martinez Zogo. Yes.
Mhm.
So those kind of threats are already coming. But hey, a man who is afraid will never know the full extent his God can protect him. A man who is afraid will never know the full extent at which his father, his creator, can protect him. So fear,
Yeah.
look at my countenance. Look at this. This camera is not very clear. You will not see some baby boy face. You will see
Yeah.
lion, bearded. You see some wounded lion. Yes, that baby boy face, I don't remove him. I don't move all that over that handsomeness where but when you still look deep, you still see the handsomeness. But I'm not concentrating.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
I'm not concentrating on that. I've removed it. It's down deep in my heart. Don't look at my
Yeah.
face, look at my heart right now. So these people, the spirit in me is not that of fear, it's of courage, strong countenance that I'll look you deep in your face. And I really want to meet them face to face, especially Mr. Agbo Gibet, who came and was threatening me. Don't mention my name. This man, he don't meet people. He's met a lot of people. He get connection. Those are earthly connections. Yeah, those are earthly connections. And
Mhm.
you don't know
No.
shit. You don't know shit about my own connection. So you come and tell me, don't mention my name. Are you not worst? Are you not the worst dictator here on earth? You freely mention the name of our beloved president, His Excellency Paul Biya. You mention his name however you like, and now you come in the comment section to condition me. Agbolion. I never move the Agbolion part of me when I never see for Cameroon yet. When I never see for Cameroon yet. But gradually, As time they go on, we not get to understand, say, yeah, all now, because I know we are not if you can watch this live now because it will show so on their life. After this video, we not go come and know we not fine. We not go watch this video from the beginning to the end to pick out these points, them the way at the top now. So, and anyhow way I put them, yes, the only thing we una fit do, una fit use that una connection to gendarme. They go pick me up. They'll take me go gendarmerie for intimidate me. Say my sign undertaking. I will not be an old Pancho. Old Pancho had a chance to stand for what he believes or what he's preaching, but he was sign undertaking because he fear prison. Me, I need to fear prison. Me, I need to fear prison. Now, human beings are there for that prison. So I know una plans and because earlier una they come from my inbox, una can reveal deep things about una communities and other things that una they plan. Just una self because una not be united, not with one voice. A man who cannot stand for something is a man who will fall for anything. And at that point for my life way, I will just sit on the fence, be don't pass. I've picked my side, I've chosen where I belong. Yes, and I know that for sure that I'm on the right side of history. And that right side of history, like they'll say, these people they'll come and tell me is Paul Biya's position, he's the elected leader of Cameroon, he's the protector of the people, the law, and everything. And these same people, they'll go and be condemning Bayern and other things. They think other sins that they are not part of their own circle. They'll condemn these people. And they come and they lick their mouth for ground. This particular topic. So no matter how it go.
Oh, the network. I pray the network comes back fast, so we hear what Chef has to say.
The last project that we have to execute in Bantu Rising House for me to leave this place and empower women is the empowerment of 120 natural women. After that, I'll leave this place, empower them, and they'll control everything. I'll go to that boya. That perversion where when I go take town, when I turn them into it. Then we have we have people from the entertainment industry. It will only be when a man like Bayo would take Jato Sonita, and they are saying, Jato Sonita, he excel even more than them. That's when they'll go now. It's not like they care, they don't care. They care being assuming they destroyed Bayo, and after destroying Bayo, they know say when they often destroy Bayo, Jato Sonita career to go be destroyed. They do not care. All these people all go and look. I don't know if Clemento, I don't know if he's posted anything about this. I don't know. The one who alleges like that this is what Bayern did. I don't know if he's had a say on this particular issue. All of them, they are silent because it doesn't go with where they stand. It doesn't align with their innate principles. It doesn't. They're all gays at heart. And they're Gabrielas.
Yeah.
Bend down.
I don't think he has made any posts. I don't think so. I can't see any.
Okay. Now that's it. When we talk, we know from where we talk, because everything happening in this industry is just now that I see that when I talk about these people, I get to lose a lot. Okay, this is a project, first of its kind in the whole of Africa, a fully integrated agricultural project, sustainable at heart. organic at nature, everything about it. This is a project where I can target UN and other international bodies out there. But most of these bodies, they support this rainbow movement. They support them,
Yeah.
right? I don't put my face for front. I might want to go to America tomorrow and they deny me visa. So why on earth I get to do all these things? I get to, if my personal content, I'm posting them, like posting them, I'll attract the world because I'm a genius. I'm a brain box created by my father and made that way. And they're so surprised to see that they can be a Cameroonian who can write perfectly as a blogger, who can be so innovative when it comes to the agricultural front, who can be so creative when it comes to the culinary experience, who can pretty much think out of the box and align himself with nature. So it comes to them as a surprise. I know exactly what I have to offer and what I risk every time I come to Facebook calling these people out. So if I make these great sacrifices, I'm losing everything. I'm losing everything to
Yeah.
maintain the sanity of our community. It means
Yeah.
I stand for the greater humanity. I'm not just here for myself. That's the whole difference. That's it makes that makes the difference because with the projects we are putting forward, empowering 120 Bantu natural women is a whole different thing. For us to actually get grants and stuff like that, you have to target people who are not part of this rainbow movement. They are
Yeah.
there. They are there. Yes, they are there, right?
Yeah.
But to get them, it will not just come. It will not just come so easily. The easier ones to target, you target the UN, you target these other institutions and stuff like that. And before you know it, you have $100,000, you have $50,000 for grants and stuff like that. But now, these people they do due diligence. They'll go to your social media, they'll look at what you've been posting and all of that. And the moment they go there and they see that this man has been talking against us, he's been talking against agege. Uh, so I'm very conscious about that. I'm very conscious about what I'm losing. I'm very conscious. Even my investors, the people who initially invested in me, they come every time. Sometimes I'll disappear on Facebook for like 2 months when they finally succeed to put pressure on me. Say, bro, you're a businessman. I'll tell them any business that can take away my voice is not for me. But at the end of the day, I will respect them that okay, they've invested a lot of money in me, and they've never asked me to bend down to give them my buttocks and all of that. So I'll respect them in return. I'll just sit. I'll disappear on Facebook for 1 month. I'll disappear on Facebook for 2 months, 3 months. But when I see things like this, Dorcas nonsense, even my mommy office stop me from addressing them. It will not
Yeah.
happen. It will not happen. It will not happen. So I
All
see.
right. This is very, 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 very instrumental and very timely in a period like this. Chef, we started talking already about the project. I think we have dished out some good information and already talking about this project. If we can take a few more minutes to elaborate more on the project, so we see how from people watching, well, it's going to be quite informative as well. The project we are talking about, like to empowering 120 natural women, natural girls or women, correct?
Yeah, so so far it's been yes. 4 years exactly since I got back from China. And
Yeah.
prior to that, I opened my first restaurant in Cameroon in 2010 in Boya. So it's
Yeah.
been a long journey from Boya to China, where I started my real professional culinary journey. Yeah,
Yeah.
and coming back to Cameroon and stuff. So I finally found myself in that direction where I have to embrace nature and everything that is natural, our nature, our very nature. So together with Boss Wacom, we've been building this group of natural women, and we've actually run the first edition of Miss Natural. We're supposed to do the second edition in the program, the comedy show that just passed in the on
Right.
the laughter extravaganza. But for some reasons, we had to scrap it off and to postpone it, which makes sense because with this project right now, we are
Yeah.
going to give the natural women that we're going to shortlist tasks that will enable them to present themselves better. So this whole thing from day one with the first set of natural women that we started working with, it's always been to get to this point. So we on a part we had to do
Oh, their network.
hmm, is it back?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Okay, it's okay. I think you can mention.
Yeah, so we have a series of integrated projects
Yeah.
that we have actually experimented on for 9 months now. Agricultural products per se,
Yeah.
food transformation, animal husbandry, and a whole lot. Production of organic manure, fertilizer, and pesticides, production of organic wine, production of vinegar, beer, and to also teach these natural women everything, every knowledge that I've acquired in as much as the kitchen is concerned. So it will be a project where you'll be spearheaded by Chef Daway Foods Limited and e-media, and with another NGO investing in people worldwide, investing in
Yeah.
people worldwide. And this time around, the natural women that we've been working with for months and the ones that are joining, we want to create. We realize that they get to cry a lot about being broke, and sometimes
Yeah.
it disturbs us. So we want to create opportunities for them to become leaders in the society tomorrow, in as entrepreneurs, as farmers, teaching them agricultural techniques that will better equip them to do agriculture in urban settings like Douala
Yeah.
without necessarily going down to the to cut down trees,
Yeah.
in the forest, thereby advancing the cause of global warming. So
Yeah.
this project is actually a lot in one, which
Yeah.
aims at training 120 natural women for six
Yeah.
months. At the end of the 6 months, um, we're gonna retain 60. You don't the 60 that we retain. You don't have to be in Douala. You can be anywhere you are. We have a lot of business models that will be bringing to the table that will enable for you wherever you are based on the training that you receive, you'll be able to give value and contribute your quota in as much as the project is concerned.
Yeah.
And we have
Now,
another
Chef,
thing. Yes.
now, before you go further, is the training paid for or is it going to be free? And the next thing which I want us to elaborate are some of the different
Come
departments.
again.
Now, is the training going to be paid for or is it going to be free? I mean, for those who want to participate, and which
For
domain?
the it's for the natural women exclusively. This training for the natural women is gonna be free for them. This first 1 to 8 is gonna be free for them.
Yeah,
But it's not a free program
yeah.
because
Oh, it's going to be free for natural women. Those of you who want to become part of the Natural Woman crew, you could slide in our DMs, either here on Chef Daway's DM. A natural woman is simply a Bantu queen, a woman we celebrate in a all natural state. So it's a free training that will be going on. I pray Chef comes back to join us so he gives us good information on this. So those of you who are watching up to this point, today we've been talking about agege community impact, cross-dressing agege and community impact, and I believe a lot of you have had time to learn a lot from these experiences shared and these insights that we've been able to put up. Now, this training part is coming at almost at we have been live for above 2 hours, and we had to talk about this. Good enough, Chef is back. Hi, Chef, are you there?
I don't buy two. I don't buy second model all day. That the,
From
that the
back up.
first one is that the first one is can they manage. Oh,
That
and
is possible.
all them 2 day network is still worry. MTN, all them they are more than them. And we are actually passing out knowledge. MTN,
Yeah.
what are you doing? Just wait.
Yeah.
Two
Let
models.
MCMB. Yeah, like you were saying, you were saying we're going to do the training for natural quaint and it's going to be free, but it's not a free program.
Yes, for the natural queens is going to be free for this first edition. Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's free for you, but it's not a free program because anything that is free will push you.
Yeah,
It
it's going to
has to
cost.
be sponsored by the government. In the days
Yeah.
ahead, we'll be putting up proposals that will get to the Ministry of Youth and Empowerment, Ministry of Agriculture, and it has to be sponsored by Cameroonian diaspora of goodwill, especially
Yeah.
those who've been giving out giveaways that will not help you, that will not empower you. Here's the chance for them to actually do
Do the actual
a do
giveaway.
an appropriate giveaway that will put you on course the right path. And the third set of people that will be targeting will be the international community. Will be the international
Yeah.
community. At this point, this direction is gonna be a little bit hard because we've been very vocal when it comes to speaking against rainbow and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, if I look back at my path where I'm coming from right up to this moment, I have someone who guides and directs my path. And I know for sure, say this particular project, yes, together with the natural
Yeah.
women, if they're doing their part, especially those who've been working with in the group for all these months, if they do their part and they follow the instructions that will be given to them, we are for this project. All we need is $20,000. $20,000 would be approximately 11 million.
Yeah.
11 million. With this amount, that's it. We
Now,
better,
Chef,
we better off, we'll elevate these queens to levels where they will not be coming back all the time to say no, I'm broke. I don't have money for data. I no, that's what I don't want around them. At least they've taken upon themselves that um, challenge. Okay, they want to be natural, which is good. We appreciate that, and now we need to put things right for them.
No, Chef, I want to find out something. What are some of the domains we'll be handling as far as the training is concerned?
Come again.
What are some of the domains we'll be handling as far as the training is concerned?
Okay, now we'll start with the first domain where I come personally, which is this is Chef Dawe right here, always following with
Yeah,
different
yeah,
things.
yeah.
So every knowledge I've acquired in as much as the kitchen is concerned will be transferred to these wings because I intend I have a lot to offer humanity. So I cannot just be in the kitchen all my life. At some point, I have to come out from it, and the only persons that I'll cook for will be my queens. Yes, I will
Oh,
not be cooking for,
oh,
yeah. The only persons I'll cook for will be my
the
queens.
queens are
So
privileged.
so I have to make this transfer of knowledge into people who have some who will be in Boya, will go to Boya and will open a branch restaurant in Boya. Those who will be in Douala will open a restaurant for them in Douala. So we'll be teaching them everything about culinary art and the science of it. The
Yeah,
science the science of it, that's where things like fermentation comes. We know fermentation, our ancestors have been cooking with using the method of fermentation for ages. Like the water fufu we eat
yes, yes.
is fermented. The
Fermented cassava.
sha, that sha we drink is fermented.
Corn.
So this same knowledge, I've been able to revisit this knowledge, ancient knowledge, and I came back from the past, and now in the future we can make herbal medicinal wine, we can produce vinegar, we can produce organic beer, and a whole lot. So these will be some of the things they'll be learning. They'll also learn how to do hydroponic agriculture. They'll also learn sustainable agricultural techniques.
Yeah,
Sustainable agricultural techniques, and given the fact that the world right now is actually fighting against global warming, so
yeah.
it's pretty much not advisable for people to go out there and start cutting trees and start deforesting places, right? So,
Yeah,
if we can master urban agriculture, how you can sit in Douala, you utilize a little space to produce food and stuff, it will go a long way in helping to curb these the adverse effects of global warming. So
yeah.
we'll also be teaching them hydroponics and urban agriculture. We'll be teaching them animal husbandry. They'll learn how to raise animals like rabbits,
Wow.
take care of
I love
rabbits.
that.
Rabbits, with rabbit farming, it comes with a whole lot of potential because the droppings from the rabbits is actually what we use to
Manure.
produce. They're actually the base ingredients that we use to produce dawelizer.
Fertilizer.
Dawelizer being an organic fertilizer. So the droppings from rabbits are actually what we use in the production of dawelizer, and the rabbit urine as well is what we use as the base ingredient in producing our organic pesticides. So all this process, all this knowledge that I've acquired over the years,
Yeah,
I'll be transferring to the next generation who will ensure that the president's vision for Cameroon to emerge as an agricultural hub within the region comes to pass. So
no,
we'll,
sure.
we'll be
There,
we'll be
there
going
was
to.
there's one very important part, the web designing, because when all of this is done, for it to
Yeah, yeah,
properly
yeah, yeah. Because at the end of
yeah,
the day, why we put web designing, that's also one of my skills. When you
okay,
go to Dawe, you go to Dawe Foods Limited. That
yeah,
website was actually constructed by me. The SEO on that website is being run by me, and the digital marketing campaign that will soon commence because I want to sell cocoa worth even $50 million
yeah,
without actually owning a cocoa farm. And that's where drop shipping comes to play.
drop
That's where
shipping, yeah,
drop shipping comes to play. And when I look at the statistics, when I look at them, I see there are only four major cocoa exporters in Cameroon, Teka and three other companies. With Teka actually supplying 40% of this cocoa. That
yeah,
like last year, Cameroon made an annual sales, let me say sales, yeah, for $512 million. Out of this, all that money will enter Cameroon through cocoa alone. Teka, one company will be based for Bonaberry. Eh?
yeah,
40% of that money
and
pass through them. How do they work? How do they operate? They do contract farming. I'm not sure they own farms directly. They do contract farming. Contract farming, they'll go and meet farmers. They'll give them money, buy them chemicals and stuff. They'll do the cocoa at the end of the production. Have it,
and they are good
harvest.
buyers. They're actually good buyers to those farmers. Those farmers know that they are good buyers.
Yeah, they know another. So it's the same thing that I
It's
want.
only
I want us
cooperative.
to do. I want
Somebody,
us to do. We should not be looking because sometimes when we only talk, we talk about these people, and then we don't present an alternative for the people who've not actually done anything.
anything
So
true.
I like the how you're addressing it. We are done talking about the agege people, the cross dressers, and all
Yeah,
of that. Now to our people who follow us, what are we presenting to them? We are telling them this is pure and true leadership. No man, no one of we will not ask your toto, or can't give it toto
for
for
sure.
favor. Will not do that. All the workers and where I don't work with them for restaurant. I've had, if you saw my service, they were the most beautiful. Although
Yeah,
I have to be sincere, in Bonamosadi, yes, I made a mistake. I knocked one. I've been knocked on one for that side. Yes, this has some kind, but it's something I normally don't do. And especially
yeah,
now that I'm a Bantu, knowing myself, after
yeah,
having stayed for 1 year without knocking, there's no way you
yeah,
can, no matter how you press Bobby for my skin, you know, move me again. Yes, I only
yeah.
knocked. I will knock women. I pay their diaries and stuff like that. I will not just walk around and I'm knocking. Just be knocking and knocking. If the normal me way I know, bro, I begin for come down Yaounde, so I go back for a room with like 3 girls. The normal me way I know. The normal me way I know. Yes. No, I. But at the end of the day, after drinking a bottle of whiskey, I had to drink that whiskey to see if this 1 year where I don't maintain, I could be
It will
influenced
continue.
by alcohol. But at the end of the day, the alcohol had no influence on me, right?
I mean, that's it means it's been a very beautiful journey and
Yes,
a prideful one. Yeah. Because if what we are saying is simple, this is not a place where they ask to do or backside
yes.
for favors or
No, no,
stuff.
no, it will not
Here
happen. It
you're
will not happen.
empowered as women and some of the men that work with us as well.
If you're empowered, if you're fully empowered and I see value in you, I can come and put a crown on your head as my queen. As simple as
Yeah,
that. I'm entitled to two, three, four, five queens. So if you are fully empowered, and I see at the end of the day that no, hey, this particular one, so she will
With
bring
the
a lot of
prospect.
value to my life. She'll bring a lot of peace of mind, and my kids will be raised in the right way. I'll come with your crown, and I'll crown you my queen. As simple as that. No need.
Yeah. I mean, this is
I said somebody said, "Let me not talk." Or I beg if you have something to talk. If I'm lying about anything here, say it. To I beg. The same way I talk with other people there. I beg if somebody anything where some person get against me, we put up for public. We put
it
up
must not be
public.
against anything that somebody has to say.
Yes, say it. Put it.
That yes,
Judge
it's
me the same way I judge others. Don't not
yeah.
spare me 1 second.
Yeah, actually. Now, Chef, with all this, I think we are going to properly, we'll do a communicate. There's a publication on Chef Daway's page about this particular program. We're going to copy and share on this platform as well, and all the
Yes,
platforms that are linked to what we do, so that we
yes,
have as many people as possible and actually equally make sure that the information goes out the way it is supposed to go. So some of you watching could actually get an understanding, because it's important for you to understand what this is all about. This is not some random giveaway for 1K, 10K. This is actually empowering you to be a CEO.
now
This is
this
actually
is
empowering
actually
you to
a
be a
lifetime
financial
thing.
independent.
We have to do this together. We have
Yeah,
people
so
who have NGOs. We have NGOs going out there. They take grants, they take money, and at the end of the day, this money
don't say anything.
they do not do anything with them. They do not do anything with them. So this one will be collective. Together we'll do it, and we'll
Yeah,
empower, we'll empower who, we'll empower who natural
natural queens.
women, who give the opportunities to natural women, because
Yeah.
being natural is you empowering us as Africans. You give a place. Say no, you value the texture of our hair, the natural hair, as woolly as it be. You value them. You know, must go be
Now,
bone straight. Me look like Indian or Chinese.
now,
Say
frankly speaking, all right, frankly speaking, I must say, um, a lot of women are beautiful without all these things, because I was speaking with someone yesterday at my sanctuary.
extremely beautiful girl,
Yeah,
extremely beautiful.
I was
Ah,
telling
yes,
her, like, we should compare. I put two photos of a lady, one with makeup and one without makeup, and you notice that without makeup is very beautiful. That so sometimes when you put these things on your face, you are not actually as beautiful as you think. You see, so it's not just about bringing a concept of it. You need to know that you're beautiful without a lot of these many things that make you look like an animal sometimes. You see, like lion. You see somebody, you see person just then as a way. So this is actually another form of empowerment to the black African woman.
yeah.
You are a woman, you are a queen, you are pleased. All right, Chef. I don't know if you have one final words. We've been live for almost 3 hours. I don't know if you have a final words before we pack our bags out of the studio.
Yes, the final word, um, what I have for my people, those who are still here, is this, or those who come to listen when we were already gone, is
Yeah,
this: be yourself. Don't let anyone condition you or pre-condition you by
yeah,
telling you you are not you are not enough. You don't have what it takes to make judgment. If
yeah,
when they tell you judge not, what they're telling you is you lack the ability to differentiate, to make a differentiation between what is good and what is bad, between
yeah,
the natural and perversion. That's what they're telling you. But
yeah,
me, I'm here today, and with every panelist that have been here today, we're here to tell you that you have it. You have what it takes to make sound decisions. You're actually where you are in life because of the decisions you've been making,
Yeah.
good or bad. And whenever you make bad decisions, they come back at you. You have to face the consequences of your decisions. And whenever you make good decisions, when I say make good decisions, that's actually your sense of judgment at play, at work. Because at the
Yeah.
background is your sense of judgment that is playing, that ability that you have to be able to determine what will work, what will not work. That's you actually judging. You're judging. You're making a decision at the end of the day. So if you have that ability to judge people, there are basically two areas where they want to restrict you in the church and when it
Yeah.
comes to these agege communities. In the
Yeah.
church, they'll tell you, judge not, so that ye also will not be judged. That's a text that was taken out of context, which is actually a pretext. That's a
To allow people
text
to do anyhow.
that was taken out of context, which is actually a pretext. Why do I
Yeah.
say so? If you read further down, you see in the Bible is telling you that you should be able do to execute righteous judgment. You should be able to
Yeah.
execute righteous judgment. It's just
Yeah.
like, okay, there are 10 commandments, that, and I just pick one out of it, and
And
I'm
now on
sitting
top.
on there. That's what they are doing. Judge not, that you may not be judged. And the next one, when you want to talk against agege, you don't have to spare them. I'm not encouraging
Yeah.
violence. Don't go about beating anyone.
Being violent. Yeah.
Don't
Yeah. Oh.
yes,
Wonderful.
don't go about beating anyone. But notwithstanding, in my younger days, when we were younger in Buya, we used to beat them. We used to beat them like we were one of those people who used to beat them. And in our time, we did not have a lot of them in Buya because we never
Actually,
tolerated them. So
actually,
don't beat them, because beating them is assault, and you don't want to get yourself
in that mess.
incriminated, right? You don't want to get yourself facing the law. So what you can do, you can use the law against them. Use the law of the country. Be a responsible citizen of the country by executing your basic civic rights of trying to make sure your country is fine, trying to make sure people around you observe and keep to the laws of the country. And by so doing, you should be able to call them out. Call them
Yeah.
out if you don't have evidence. If you don't have evidence, just try to write the way I'm writing. Yeah, because the way I
Yes.
write, I say a lot, but those things, the things that I say, it will need a genius to use them against me in court.
Thank
And
you.
most of them, they lack that mental ability. So
No.
if you're writing,
Yeah. Please finish, chef. Please finish.
yes, so if you're writing, especially when you don't have evidence, because you cannot go and tell someone you are gay without evidence. I'm
Yeah.
condemning cross-dressing comedy, but if
Yeah.
you notice in all my statement, I've not, even if I say Auntie Felicia is gay, Auntie Felicia is not a Cameroonian. The Cameroonian I know is Kwo Elonge. And in court, I will not face Auntie Felicia. I'll face Kwo Elonge. Auntie Felicia can never appear in court. So even if I want to say Kwo Elonge is gay, but I beg, but not to give them my brain, how my brain did sing me the start.
Sincerely, yeah, I think it's not necessary. So they should
It's
enter.
not,
They should.
it's not
But
they
I think
check
at this point,
how upset.
yeah,
Yes.
at this point, I think it's wise because those who are following the page Chef Daway should not take upon themselves to say things that are going to incriminate them.
Yes.
So be very wise when doing your
I don't,
write up.
because
Don't
when
say
you're
things
fighting, if you're fighting for what is right, I don't want you to go and end up in an entangled position. Everything
yes.
I write, everything I write from a
Well
position
conceived.
where every word I don't really check how I would defend myself.
Yeah.
Every word. Say no, if the worst is coming to the worst, I know how I would defend myself. Yeah, because
Okay.
these people so far they never come up with other things where they do because they look
Yeah.
kingly, they need to see area where they fit come. But now the most important thing, when we have more voices speaking, a lot of people will wake up. A lot of people will wake up. A lot of people
Yeah.
will wake up and will
Yeah.
save a
For sure.
lot of souls. Will save a lot of
For sure.
souls.
For sure.
Yes.
For sure. Wow. I
Uh,
must say it was a very rich session. Please be very careful and cautious on how you send out your words and write-ups and how you go about being attacking people. Be very cautious, know how you do it. And if you have some details, you can actually handle that backstage and it's going to we are going to channel it properly. Thank you all for being there. And I must say it was a very rich session. Big shout out to all of you who stayed up to this moment. And please let's stay connected to these platforms. You have shared
Brianna,
Brianna.
are you still there?
We'll be giving
Tema, are you still there?
Thelma, are you there? Brianna, are there? If you're there, just drop a comment. Yeah,
I don't go
and
sleep.
we'll be giving you updates on this project that we are on. So stay glued, go
Yeah,
nowhere.
so
More
let's
of
just
this.
inform the public. It's responsible for us to inform the public.
Yeah,
We do not during the laughter extravaganza, we had to scrap out Miss Natural. Miss
yeah,
Natural now, with this project that we are presenting, Boss Wycombe's secretary is actually doing a short list. We'll have 10 natural women. We'll give them tax based on this project to do videos and stuff, and they'll speak to call out on um, the international community institutions, the
yeah,
diaspora, so they will get that attention that they are the natural women who need this funding. They
yeah.
need this. So if you've not watched that video on my page, that's what I've been working on. All the small money I get, where it's been going. Building,
Yeah.
experimenting, failing. The most important part that I love about what I do is the part that I fail. Because at the end of the day, failure, when you fail and you have that zeal, at the end of the day, you get that success that is compared to nothing. And that's
That
where
is
we are
correct.
right now. That's
They
where
always say
we are right
fear to
now.
fail is actual failure. Out of multiple failures come the mighty success. Now,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, at this point, we're going to pack our bags out of the studio. We'll
Okay.
give you updates on everything we do and stay right there.
Yeah.
Go nowhere. It was great being with you all. Big shout out to Chongwa Matias, aka Tichangong, aka Kizo Flow. Now, glad to have you. Now, those of you who come and watch later on, it was great being with you as well. Do your best to share so we get
And
as
the
many.
one where they'll come, the one where they not they live, where they'll come specifically for can look where they talk about their favorites for screenshot them or for cut
Screen
that part
record.
there, for go twist them for their own way. You don't want to swim in my mind. Most of when I don't come for comment section, when already the show anger for over nothing. If we go, you go
Yeah,
stand inside box for court. That box of a court get different spirit. Can you even talk?
yeah.
So I
All right.
wanna stand fine. The one where they take whether an old punch or you go sign undertaking. Maybe all man go sign undertaking. Some person go
Yeah,
day way go even tell that gendarme it's my right not to talk to you. I will not speak to you. I'll speak only in court. Yes, and
yeah,
that's me. That's the kind of person I am. I will not even talk to them. I'll tell them I will take me to prison. I have people. I've built connections. They'll come and give me food. I'll eat. and you even create awareness. And at the end of the day, you look at people like VDM, they came out stronger after they went to prison. Pancho had his own opportunity to go to prison. Just go to prison and you make that short man where they take you go gendarme, maybe nothing in your face. You go decide undertaking.
All right, guys. See you all next week. Have a wonderful
Bro,
week.
call me live before
Make sure you go to
I,
work on
I go
time.
and say something free.